Hey everybody, I'm Kate with CrateInsider.com, and today I'm here with one of my longtime customers, Benji Hicks, driver of the 604 Crate late model, the number 55. And Benji, tell me, how long have you been racing?
I've been racing for 6 years now in dirt late models. I started in 2012 in the 602 division at 311 Speedway, and ever since then it's just progressed. You know, I was driving for Dad then, and now I'm still driving for Dad. So it's a big family deal, and we enjoy doing it together.
That's awesome. And what really, was it your dad that inspired you to want to be a race car driver in the first place?
Yeah, absolutely. Ever since I was born. You know, ever since I can remember, we've been around the racetracks, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it. You know, there's not many weekends that I'm not at a racetrack somewhere doing something for somebody or racing myself. So it's a big family deal. We just do it all together.
Well, and I love that. And I've also seen with your team that you've gone from having two cars on the track, where it was both you and your dad, and now there's been a little bit of transition there, hasn't there? Yeah,
Dad decided to finish up his career in 2015, and you know, I'm not going to say that I like it, but I'm not going to say that I don't like it either, because it's a whole lot easier keeping up one car than having to do both cars. But he put all of his money behind me, and you know, we got the best of the best equipment that we can have right now, and I think it shows. We're pretty much, you know, consistent wherever we go. We unload and we're pretty fast, and I like to keep it that way. So we're going to continue to work hard, and Dad's going to continue to stay on the cutting edge of technology, and we're just going to keep developing and getting better.
Well, and besides the crate car, I believe are you still running your Super as well?
Yes, we're actually going to be here next week for the World Finals, running with the World of Outlaws.
I think that's awesome, and it was really exciting. I think last year the World Finals was your first in 2017. Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the first time you were really out in the supercar and you actually qualified. Tell me what happened there. Yeah,
the World Finals last year, we came into it with a brand new car. I had tested it one time, and that was it. And it wasn't but my 5th super race ever. So we came in on Thursday, and we qualified pretty decent for the Friday night show, and struggled a little bit in qualifying for the Saturday night show, but ended up getting in through the heat race on Friday, and made the big show. So that was a bonus for us. You know, just getting locked in was our goal, and we got locked in on the Friday night show. And I mean, we missed the Saturday show, but it's still good for us. You know, like I said, I'd only ran 5 super races, so to run with them boys and to get locked into the show, it meant a lot to us, and we're looking for better results this year.
That is really exciting. And you do mention, whenever I see you guys at the track, it is always really the whole family. And there's a new addition to your family as well. Let's talk. Let's hear about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love being a dad, you know, and my fiance blessed me with my little girl April 24th this year, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in this world. I love it, waking up, seeing her smile and giggle. It just makes my day. And then seeing her at the racetrack and bringing her up through, you know, the racing ranks like I came, you know, I think it's going to benefit her in the long run, because you're not going to have to worry about, you know, Dad, I need you to change my oil. I mean, she's going to know how to do it. She's going to be around it. So I'm looking forward to seeing her grow up around it just like I did. And you know, like you said, the whole family deal. I got my mom, my dad, my brother-in-law is my crew chief, my cousins, both my cousins, Kendall and Carson, are here with us. My best friend, Wayne, he's here, and his wife, Angela, and my fiance, of course. And my sister Katie, she's here this weekend, so it's just a big whole family deal, and we like to keep it that way. You know, we struggle, believe it or not, the results, we actually struggle when we go away from family and they're not with us. So as long as the whole family's here, we pretty much run good about every time. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, and that brings me also talking more about a little bit more about family. There is I know that there's something special about your Firesuit.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling the audience? There's something really special about his Firesuit. Tell us about that.
My grandma she was my heart and soul, and she passed away in 2015, and she always told me, I love you a bush from a peck, and it meant the world to me, and it still gives me cold chills right now. But inside of my Firesuit, right over top of my heart, there's a patch on the inside. And I didn't put it on the outside because, I mean, it's not that I'm ashamed of it. It's just that that's for me and her. You know, it's not for everybody else to know. But it says, I love you, Bushnell Peck, Nanny, and that's my heart and soul. And she's riding with me every time.
I think that's wonderful, and I'm sorry, it brings me to tears every time I hear this story. And your car is really special. I'll get a little bit of footage of your car here, and it's pink. And I know that you do this as a tribute. So tell me a little bit about that too.
In 2012, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it hit the family pretty hard, and we dealt with it the best way we knew how to, and we got through it. And then she went back for her checkup, and she got it again. So she's a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and now breast cancer free for 6 years. So we, like I said, we dealt with it the best way we knew how, and we got through it, and the good Lord above took care of it, and we put everything in his hands. And then ever since then, Dad always had a breast cancer car, and 2014 or 15, I believe, Dad and Mom came to me and was like, hey, we're gonna let you drive for us. We're gonna foot the bill. You just race, but we want you to do your own thing. And then that's when I changed the number to the 55, and I went with the orange and changed my colors a little bit. But every October we're always going to do a breast cancer wrap. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Benji Hicks racing or blackjack racing is going to have pink on it come October. And the wrap that's on the car this year, we done a special surprise for not only Mom and Dad, or not only for Mom but also for Dad. In 2015, when he retired, the wrap that's on the car is exactly what his car looked like with my sponsors. You know, it's got the breast cancer ribbon laying sideways. It's got the Blackjack Motorsports or Blackjack Racing on the front of the car with the Gambler on the bottom. And that was always Dad's nickname, was the Gambler. So we went to a throwback / breast cancer wrap together this year in October, and it's really been a big hit. We got T-shirts here in the trailer with the breast cancer car on it, and we got pink shirts and black shirts, and it's really been a big hit. And we're looking forward to next year. You know, I like designing, or I like seeing the design from Randy's Custom Lettering they do, and then come October when they design that, and you can't ask for any better people. It's awesome, and they always keep the car looking good too.
That's awesome. Now, you did mention that you changed when you took over as the driver for your team, that you changed your number to the 55. Is there any significance there? What's with the 55?
The 55 was my high school football number. When I was in high school, I lived and died football through the 4 years I was there.
I can't guess that you were a football player.
Yeah, well, I met some really great people through the whole football ranks there. You know, my head coach, Kelly Holder, I still love him to death. Coach Taylor, our defensive coordinator, Coach Colley. And then I really came close with our offensive lineman coach, and he set me down one day, and I think I was a sophomore, and he said, you can continue to play tight end and catch the ball and get touchdowns, or you can go to the line and we're going to win big games. And I said, well, Coach, I'm going to do whatever's best for the team. And so he put me on the line. And until this day, I'll never forget, I had to change my number, so I wanted to go to 55. And so I was always double nickel, is what Dad always called me when I played football. And that coach, Donald Price, rest his soul, he passed away of pancreatic cancer. But he left a huge impact on me. And I mean, I couldn't have asked for better guidance through high school than him.
Wow, that's quite the story.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's awesome. Now, when you're not racing, what are you doing when you're not racing?
Usually I'm working on my race car or working on race cars. I've started my own deal up at my shop. We do Longhorn by BHR, but we work on any chassis you got. You know, I've ran just about everything out there. So we take what we've learned, and you know, I'm not going to say it's customers, but we guide people in the right direction from what we've learned, you know, and traveling to the local teams that really can't get out and travel like we do. We learn a lot of stuff at different tracks, different tire compounds, stuff like that. And then the people that I met while I was at Longhorn, all that information, we just soaked it all in, and we guide people in the right direction. Well, I mean, we're not going to really tell exactly what we're running, because 9 times out of 10 we're still testing ourselves, and we're always trying to get faster. So once we learn something, we'll write it down and relay it to the people that we're helping out. And so right now that's pretty much what I do. I hang bodies for people. I do setup stuff, just anything including racing. You know, I'll go test with people. I just go to their shop, set their cars up. Anything I can do to help people, and I'll order parts, whatever I can do to make a buck and still be around racing all the time.
That's awesome. And how about a shout out to your sponsors or anybody else that you want to thank?
I got to thank all my crew. I mentioned them all earlier, but my mom, my dad, Kendall, Brian, Wayne, my brother back at the shop. He comes by and helps some. I got to thank Noel Tucker. He helps a little bit there at the shop. I got to thank my Uncle Billy. He guides me in telling me driving styles, and that stuff. And then all the family support, my fiance, my sister, my little girl, my other sister back home, they all help, and they all encourage me to do the best I can. And then I got to thank all my sponsors, T&K Enterprise. If it weren't for them, this would be possible. RE Suspension, they help us out a lot with the whole shock package. I got to thank Greensboro Auto Auction. They came on board this year. They're a huge help. South Main Street Service Center, that's my grandpa. I got to thank all my product sponsors. I know I'll forget some of them, but Crate Insider with Kate. I got to thank Steve Hendren. He's the best power out there when it comes to a 604. And Hooker Harness, SBS Bearings, Dayton Lube, Butler Built with Fergie. I'm sure I'm forgetting some of them, but without me being right beside the car and remembering all of them, I got so much help. There's probably 15 or 20 product sponsors that help us all through the year. But I couldn't do it without any of them. They help us out tremendously, and it's not necessarily free stuff, but in helping us on a discount or helping us with, hey, we got a new product coming out. That's the kind of benefits that really helps racing these days. And so all of them, they're very beneficial to us.
That's fantastic. And one last question for you, and then I'm going to let you get out there and race, is if people want to find you, what's the best way to either get a hold of you or maybe find you online, any of those contacts?
We've got a racing page that my fiance and my brother run, and then I'm an administrator, but I hardly ever get on there. But it's Benji Hicks Racing on Facebook, and then you can get on my personal page, just Benji Hicks. And as of right now, that's it. And you can get cell phone number off of that or whatever you want to do to get in touch with us. But we're going to team up with Kate during the off season here and get us a website rolling.
We're going to do that. Thank you so much, Benji. Good luck. Absolutely.
Thank you, Kate.